Mayhem Devil with the Night Witch is going to literally set this world ablaze. Question of the day. What is your least favorite format on Arena? Let me know in the comments below. Ladies and Gentlemages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Baba's secret recipe featuring Baba LYSAGA the Night Witch. Now this human warlock, if you sacrifice up to 3 permanents, if they were 3 or more card types among the sacrificed permanents, each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. Now that is a crap ton of value that you can get from that. So I'm thinking, why not have it in a sacrifice deck that's kind of like food? Obviously, we're running like Jund food, so we do the Korvold Fae-Cursed King. We're running 3 of them, the Dragon Noble. Beautiful, not Zyatora, but, you know, similar, still a Jund Dragon whenever it enters the field or attacks. Sacrifice another permanent, and then you draw a 1, or you get a 1/1 counter, and you draw a card. So pretty cool here. We're going to use this in conjunction with the Mayhem Devil. Everyone knows what the Mayhem Devil does. Now, the A-Cauldron Familiar is nice and nerfed, and I feel like now that it's nerfed, it's like not as like mainstream anymore. So we're going to go ahead and run this sucker, this little cute puppy. Well, it's not a puppy, it is a cat. But it's still good. I don't care if it can't block, it's still going to be good. We're going to still use it because it's really good in the shell anyway. With the Witch's Oven, just an evil combination. So this is pretty much it. We're going to use Baba LYSAGA the Night Witch. Hopefully we get to sacrifice some things, and, you know, with it being 3 permanents, you can even use land, and obviously we do have the Meathook Massacre and Trail of Crumbs, and the Meathook Massacre is also why I'm not running that companion, the Wellspring. The Wellspring, that's why we're not running it, because this has 2 black and its mana cost, so technically we can't have that as a companion, but I think most times you're just going to want the Meathook Massacre, which combos very well with the A-Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven loop. And plus it just gets rid of like elves and like random little things here, so you can really get swallowed alive at things that go wide, and then Fatal Push is spot removal. And spot removal is wonderful for Fatal Push because of the Witch Oven combo. So I think I've really said it all. I think we are ready to get right into the battles here. But before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. So not 2 chains, Jew chains. How's it going here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Welcome to the show, Jew Chains. Overgrown Tomb, a classic I tell you. So let's go ahead and hold this up. Maybe we want a Fatal Push. I don't know what they got going on. They're showing blue sleeves, and they hold true to their name. They do. So they're going to go ahead and Thoughtseize us. This is not really the best keep. It's a little nerve-wracking. I probably think they either take the Trail or the Deadly Dispute. I think they would probably take the Deadly Dispute, because I don't see why they would be too threatened with anything in my hand. So, okay, we do get a Witch's Oven, which is not very good. Yeah, it's not the greatest. Alright, let's go for the Witch's Oven here. Yeah, because we only have 1 black source too, so that makes our life a little extra annoying. But at least with the Witch's Oven, we can still go for Deadly Dispute, because we do need some sort of threat, so maybe we were better off just maybe taking a mulligan here. What's better, the consistency of the Forsaken Crossroads from a Deadly Dispute, or being able to play a 1-drop? We are playing a lot of 1-drops, so I think I'm going to opt to go for Deadly Dispute on our Oven. It's not great to lose an Oven, but we still get to recharge, and, you know, they only have 1 blue source here, so I'm not too worried about a counter of any sort. I think we dropped this for black. We still need a lot of black in this deck, so I think we're going to be a little bit slow here. Plus, we can still hold up the Fatal Push, so not the worst thing here. Another land. I think I'm going to pass on the land. We definitely have enough land here to do what we want to do. So just to consider, this Fatal Push might be a dead card. We'll see. Alright. I think I'm sitting okay. Not great. Excuse me. Not wonderful, not great. Just okay. So we're a Fiend. Okay. Can't take care of that right this second. That's for sure. They're probably not going to be running an artifact or enchantments, right? So I feel pretty good about doing that. Let's go ahead and drop Baby LYSAGA. If this thing dies, then we can... No, we actually can't Fatal Push it because it'll have Self-Slug Ward. But that's okay. I mean, it's still the most mana-efficient thing is just to be able to drop this thing. Maybe if they drop another threat... I mean, they also can't use Vanishing Verse, and Vanishing Verse is always a very, very big problem here. If we could draw into like a Trail of Crumbs or something here, this card becomes pretty awesome. I really like this witch. It seems pretty niche. It's the niche witch, which kind of hard to say, but the niche witch. There we go. So let's see what you want to do here. Oh, connive, and this is going to be Sky Sovereign. It's better than the Parhelion, I believe. So down to 16, 16, 16. And now they got their big, juicy artifact into the graveyard. So that's a little nerve-wracking here. We do get our Trail of Crumbs, and I like the sound of that. Let's go straight for this Trail of Crumbs here. This is going to give us an enchantment and an extra food token. And the enchantment, again, if we get it to go, wow. That is pretty phenomenal here. That really is. Because now we're going to go for Stomping Ground. Now we can go for Mayhem Devil, and the Mayhem Devil with the Night Witch is going to literally set this world ablaze. Ablaze! Alrighty here. I think we wait, right? Because all what we do is draw cards. We have a treasure token. I guess because we do have a treasure token, we should probably do it, or... Because I guess we can go... We do have one drops. We could drop like another Witch's Oven or something. So I guess we do it now. I guess we do. So let's go for Trail of Crumbs. A food token, if that's the route we're going. And then we have to do it like a land then? Which I'm fine with the land. Let's go and do the Boseiju. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this now. Pretty wild here. But now we get to poke 3 times with the Witch. Let's see what she's got brewing up here. We can use the Trail of Crumbs, but I kind of want to keep it open for a Fatal Push, just in case they play something else a little crazy. Like this thing. Oh, God. Let's go and decline. We're going to be able to... We're going to draw 3 cards here. Gain some life, which the life gain, I don't know if it's going to be that relevant. It could be. And we just get some Cauldron Familiars and a Fatal Push. Let's go ahead and make use of this thing and get some more damage off. I think we want to do that. Because, yeah, reasons, you know. Let's say, what's the worst case scenario? They reanimate this thing. We're still going to have enough burn to be able to finish this match off here. So they're going to connive 1. It's not wonderful here, but it is, yeah, it's not too bad, though. And they just give it up. The Witch is too strong. Let's go. Hell Sapien, what a name. Let's see what you got here for us. They even have the Ebon Death. Even got a little dragon going on. I'm feeling just like ominous about this matchup. I do want to get my Cauldron Familiar out though. Let's see what we're playing against. I mean, this with all of this, the name, the sleeves, I would think we're playing against something black. Triome. Okay, so there's black in there. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, do you want to go for the Trail of Crumbs? Yeah. Yeah, we do. We definitely do. So let's go ahead and drop this for black. We need lots of black in this deck here. Trail of Crumbs. And let's go ahead and swing in here. 18 to 19. That sounds pretty good with me. Don't know what exactly to expect, especially from Mardu. No idea what to expect. Kind of, I think I played the last deck I played was Muxus. So Priest of Fell Rites. This is terrifying. They just put something in the graveyard, and then they just get to, like, reanimate it, right? Pretty terrifying. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing in. That's first things first. I want to swing in here, because if they block, we use the food token. Okay, they're not going to do it. They're not going to play into our little game, which sucks. So now we're going to have to go for the Witch's Oven. Yeah. And I do want to do this now, just so that I can go for the Trail of Crumbs. Yeah, I think I want to do this, because if we do this on our turn, we're going to go ahead and get rid of a food. And we might want to play something here. Now, I don't know if we are or not, but, you know, the world's our oyster. So let's go ahead and just grab this. Not really the greatest thing, though. Not really the greatest thing. I did have to grab a permanent card, so I couldn't take the Deadly Dispute, which really sucks. But I guess we'll go ahead and drop this for black yet again. We have plenty of green and red here, and a Fatal Push. Oof. I think we have to put this away, and I'm not even joking you. The reason I'm putting this away is because I think that they're going to reanimate something. Maybe I'm just playing myself, but if they reanimate something, it's going to be very, very large, and we couldn't play that anyway. So, Seasoned Pyromancer. I forgot what this thing does. It does discard something, I know that. discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards for each non-land, make an elemental. Okay. Now they're going to go ahead and go for Shieldred, the Whispering One here. So this sucks. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, each opponent sacrifices a creature. We can just go for the Oven here. So it's not the end of the world here. We just sacrifice. Yeah, it's no big deal. But what is a big deal is not having really anything to play. We're going to go for the Cauldron Familiar, Trail of Crumbs, but we need some serious help here. That's not help. No, that's not help at all. So here's the problem. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. They don't have anything other than these, which is like not the end of the world. Like they already have their terrible thing out. So, yeah. I think we're going to have to do that. Whoa. Can I undo that? Can I undo that? Well, let's go ahead and give them a big oops. Okay. They get to return one of these Priest of Fell. That's actually not that big of a deal here. All we're worried about is their total life. And yeah, we definitely messed up because I wanted to go for Trail of Crumbs, but going for the Cauldron Familiar instead is not really the end of the world. So we have another Familiar here. They can't block, which is the issue, but we can still kind of force the issue. 15-9. Divine Purge, wow. Okay, at least, okay, that is pretty crazy here. That was, yeah, that was pretty good. I guess our only shot to win this is to keep pecking at them at their life total here. So let's go ahead and drop this. We're gonna go for red, why not? A Meathook Massacre doesn't really do us any good. I mean, we get a Witch's Oven out. I guess every time we die, we're trying to drain them, so it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and keep that. I think we're going to have to drain them to win anyway. So maybe that gives us the best chance to win. We go for this. It does come in tapped, but then we can hit with Meathook. With Meathook, we can start doing the thing there. I mean... Okay, Shieldred's going to fetch their Priest of Fell Rites here, but the Shieldred itself is not that terrifying. They're going to have to just get down our life total here. These things don't have haste. No hasty. They are red. They're hasty and scary, but they're only going to be able to hit for 10. So, okay, we're going to sacrifice a creature, but that's okay, because now we go for Witch's Oven. We also could go for Deadly Dispute, which is kind of tempting, but I'm going to forego that. Let's not do that. We can always use the Deadly Dispute later. So here's the Meathook Massacre. How do we want to play this out? We go for Cauldron Familiar. Get the Gilded Goose. That's actually a pretty good thing I just did there. So let's go for Meathook Massacre. We can kill everything, and then our Cauldron Familiar. This is pretty risky, though. Maybe we hit them for 2. It's either they kill us next turn or they don't, so I think we can just do this for 2. If we go for Deadly Dispute... No, we can't do that, right? Unless we want to pay. So that becomes, do we want to pay for this? Go for Deadly... Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Pay the 2. Deadly Dispute on the Cauldron Familiar, and then we'll be able to Meathook for 2 still with this treasure token. I kind of like that. So down to 2. We get rid of the board here. We don't have enough for lethal, but we will next turn. Whenever a creature you control dies, because that is kind of be what I want to get into here with the Cauldron Familiar and the Witch's Oven. We will have 2 Witch's Oven by that time. So maybe this Meathook maybe lets us drain them out. Now they are already red, so they could run like haste or something here. So Faithless Looting. Okay. What is our win condition is going to be these Cauldron Familiars and just draining them with the Meathook. And the Gilded Goose also creates a food on its own. So that is also another point of interest. But I mean, they don't have anything with haste, right? They just have Shieldred is basically what the trick is here. So they're gonna be able to do 6 life. Yeah, I don't think they can deal unless they're running like, you know, some sort of burn spell. Faithless Looting, that's not it. So we're still sitting pretty good here, I think. Another faith. Oh my god, Faithful's looting. How much faith can one person have? That's a lot of faith in that looting. So we sacrifice a creature, but it's irrelevant. The sacrificing the creature is irrelevant. So now let's go for... I think we just play down the A-Cauldron Familiar. We drain him for 1. Let's go for Goose. We might want to Meathook again. We might want to Meathook again, the Gilded Goose. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's either we pretty much kill them, what, probably this turn or no? I mean... Either way, let's see if we can. Let's go for Witch's Oven. We're just gonna go right on the Familiar here. Hit him for 5. We can go for another... I think we're going to probably be okay here, especially if we use the Meathook again, which I think we're going to. So I'd rather decline and just be able to Meathook for 2. Another Witch's Oven. Stomping Ground. Pay the life. Witch's Oven again. The Meathook should hit them here. We go for Cauldron Familiar. And then we can Meathook for 2. So decline. And then with just enough. This is just enough. Meathook for 2. Yes, I'm very sure. We go for 2. And since 2 of our creatures are dying, we make it just... I had to do a lot of mental math there. And I'm glad I got it right. Because I don't like to make a mistake. And they know we take it. And that is just enough for the game. Let's go. AMJ... You're not Jace. Come on now. You can't even spell Jace correctly. What in the world? Okay. Well, either way, we are in the old historic ladder. Wow, let's see what we can do here. Let's drop this. Always want to go for our little oven first, the little oven that could, and then drop our little kitty cat. Now, the kitty cat can no longer block because this is a digital format, and we got here. Goblin Anarchomancer. Each spell you cast as red or green costs 1 last to cast. Okay, okie dokie. Do we want to kill this thing right? Yeah, I think we do. I think we're just going to go double black. Yeah, let's go double black here. I'm just going to Fatal Push this thing right away. I do enjoy the Fatal Push a lot because whenever a creature dies or whatever, we have the Witch's Oven to satisfy that thing. So we can use that for mana value 4 or less. And now, it's a kind of, not sure how exactly I'm feeling because, I mean, we could have just... Ooh. Stone Rain. Okay. Okay, we'll go and give a cheers. Let's see what you got here. So they're going to start taking away our land. Okay, I think we'll be okay here. Maybe. That is definitely interesting here. I was not really expecting that. A Deadly Dispute. Ooh, okay. I think we... Ooh, okay. Well, let's just go for red, because I do want to get out this Mayhem Devil. And let's go ahead and swing in. We're going to have the Deadly Dispute here at some point, but the Deadly Dispute is pretty nice here, because we want to draw into more land, because if they're just going to Stone Rain us to death here, that is absolutely an issue. Just a questing beast. I can deal with this questing beast. We couldn't block it anyway, because like obviously this is alchemy. Or not alchemy, sorry, historic. I'm sorry, it is historic. But it still throws me off because it still has that little A in the top right hand corner. Top left hand corner, excuse me. Let's go into our little Cauldron Familiar type of thing is here. Bring you back, and then I think I'm just going to Deadly Dispute the Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We can't do the shenanigans anymore unless we want to sacrifice another creature, but that is going to be well worth it. And now we get into our lovely Korvold. Alrighty here, what are we going to do? I guess we can just go for green here. We love going green on this channel. And what do we want to actually do from this point? I think we can go for Baba Lysaga, our lovely little Golgari Witch. We can go for Trail of Crumbs. Well, let's go for the Trail of Crumbs here. This is where we do create a food token here. We have a treasure, and if we do this, we can bring this back. It doesn't really, it can't block, but we can also just eat the food, I guess. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's just go ahead and bring it back, and now we can use the Trail of Crumbs, and let's auto-pay this. And I honestly do think that I just kind of want more land. A little bit low on the land here. And now we get to keep one treasure token. I think it's kind of slow, but I think slow and steady wins the race. I don't want to get too crazy here. Plus, if they have another Stone Rain, yeah, I think it was worth using the Trail of Crumbs for this land. Urabrask. Wow, Heretic Praetor. That is pretty terrifying. That shriek That Praetor Shriek is absolutely insane. We're going to take 8 damage here, down to 12. Okie dokie here. Well, let's go ahead and do this. And I'm just thinking, like, what do I actually want to do here? Let's go ahead and do this. I don't think I want to bust this treasure token. No, I don't want to do that. We've got enough firepower in our hand. So this is what's sucky. We're going to have to exile this off the top. Oh, at least it's a land. But now it becomes the question. We have to use this now or we lose it. Yeah, we're just gonna. I think it is worth it. So let's go for this, and then we're gonna go for Korvold, Fae-Cursed King. And here's the thing: do I want to? I don't want to actually give up here. Probably just the Trail of Crumbs, right? Let's get rid of the Trail of Crumbs. This becomes a 5/5, and now we get to do that. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice here. So every single time we sacrifice a permanent, we're gonna put a +1/+1 and draw, and that is pretty amazing here. But because we already dropped our land, there's really no other reason to do anything else. Yep. Okay, so now this kind of sucks because they get to effectively draw twice as long as they play this, which is 9 times out of 10 not that big of a deal. As long as we have this Korvold, Fae-Cursed King, we can keep using the Witch's Oven. Obviously, we all know that the lovely oven is a pain in the butt, especially because we can draw, what, two times out of this and then make this a 7/7. Hopefully they do not bust my head open here with an Embercleave. That would be really sad here, but it's not looking like they do. And instead, they're going to mutate, destroy target non-creature permanent. Okay, let's see what you're going to do here. I want to get my value out of this first, and they're just going to go for the Witch's Oven. Okay, interesting. We're still going to do this, because obviously I want to get my value out of the lovely Witch's Oven. Kind of sucks that we lose the oven, but it's okay. It's okay. Gain our life here, meow. We lose that, but then we get a 3/3 body. I mean, that's pretty good. The questing base is going to swing in, and gosh, it is kind of tempting to block out here. This thing also has trample. Can we go for the win next turn? I don't think we can. This is actually a super interesting spot. We get up to 8. We could Deadly Dispute something. I mean, it's pretty close here. Do I chump block? I think this is our best move, right? Because if we chump block, we don't take the damage. It just dies, which sucks. But then we can kind of set up. I don't want to lose my Korvold, so I think I just chump block here. I know that seems absurdly weird, but I think this is the best move. I guess time will tell. We got a Black Market Connections, which is, you know, nice, but don't really want to delve into that right this moment. I think we might have to just take the L on that. I think we just dropped the Mayhem Devil. And then we can go for Deadly Dispute on the Kitty Cat. Because it can't block anyway, so we might as well do this. Maybe we get like a Witch's Oven or something here. I'm just going to start poking the face with the Mayhem Devil. There's the Boseiju who endures. Doesn't really help us out a lot. And we just get a ton of land, which is kind of unfortunate. Can't really... We can use the Boseiju, right? This becomes 9. If we use this to destroy a land or whatever, it doesn't really matter. We sacrifice this. That does 1. That makes 9. We swing in. That makes 10. Still not really good enough. Can they trample through us? Here is the question. Probably not, right? I mean, we do this. This is really risky. I think we take a land here. We can't use the Mayhem Devil. We hit the face, but the point of that one, oh, we get another land, which is not wonderful here. And this is not going to be enough for lethal. Do we want to use Boseiju? This only costs 1 to use, which is nice. We just have to wait this out. And I know this is gross. Let's get rid of the Blooming Marsh because this comes in tapped. This is gonna be one of those matches I'm gonna have to go back and watch to see if we misplayed anywhere. We lose the Black Market, but that is okay. What I'm just really nervous about here is getting stomped over. So this has trample. We're not worried about this. But this hat, we can't... This doesn't have trample. Yeah, so this doesn't have trample either. So what we do here is do this. And down to 10. If they've got... Oh, they have a Bone Crusher Giant. Well, looks like we just come out a little bit short here. Down to 2, and again, they have this Bone Crusher Giant, and that is perfectly going to be 2. I'm going to have to go back and see if we made any sort of mistakes. We might have, but otherwise, I don't know. I think I played well. It is what it is. Good game. Whitehawk, how are we doing here? Oof, let's see. No green source for our Trail of Crumbs here, huh? We'll go ahead and keep it. It's not decadent, though. Oh, I saw that our opponent did take a friendly mulligan. So we'll go ahead and give him a hello. You know what we say around these parts of the woods here? I love to extend gratitude to our opponent that takes a mulligan, because everyone hates to take a mulligan. Everyone loves to play against a mulligan. So Thoughtseize, let's see what we want to get rid of here. Is this just merfolks? Oh, merfolks are kind of annoying. See, this is a 2-dropper. What do we actually want to get rid of? Like, what do we make most afraid of here? I think the Brazen Borrower kind of is annoying here. Not really. I guess we'll just go ahead and get rid of the little god of the sea and the sky. I don't know how you can be the god of the sea and the sky. That seems a little bit much, but, you know, hey, it's not really up to me. It's not really up to me. Thankfully, we do get into our green source here. I'm just going to go ahead and get out our Trail of Crumbs immediately. We can always deal with this thing with our fatal pushes later. Plus, they don't really have they have no land. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, they have no land either. So we should go ahead and make, you know, relatively easy work for them. Let's see. We do kind of want to get this Blood Crypt out. Nah, they don't play lands. They don't play lands. Well, they don't play enchantment or artifacts here, so we'll play our land in the Boseiju here. I guess we'll take another Trail of Crumbs here. So this is kind of awkward. I mean, they're starting off pretty bad, but we're starting off pretty bad, so let's just go ahead and be bad together, Whitehawk. So they obviously need to top deck a land. We still have these 2 Trail of Crumbs. I mean, we'll go down to 7. Oh my goodness, and they do not have anything for us, and they're just going to scoop it up. Hey, what a funny match. Sometimes magic is funny. The one true Morty. Well, oof, that's, I mean, we're going to see if you hold up to your name there. That is quite the assumption there. Let's go ahead and see what you got here. Alrighty, here we got the Soul Ring. Okay, not bad. Big fan of sleeves in general, and the ones that make noise and glow, or have some sort of animation when you press on it. Ours don't do that, but I still like the artwork enough. And plus, this is a food deck, so I mean, come on, you got it. I think this is like pretty good for Death Touch too, because it's actually kind of like a scorpion, isn't it? Well, our opponent, the one true Morty, not really playing too fast here, but that's okay. Wow, okay, so I guess the rope went down, but hey, I guess we're gonna go ahead and play this out. Let's drop our Overgrown Tomb straight for the Goose. The Goose is loose, so don't think they're gonna play. I mean, they did rope us out on their entire first turn, so I guess we'll go ahead and just wait here. Holy Moses, that took forever, but I guess we are playing. Alrighty here. Well, let's see what we can do here. Symmetry Sage. Whoa. I'm just in shock that they actually came out and played. I thought we were going to get a free win there, but that's alright. We'd rather play the game. Let's go for... I just want to go straight in for our Mayhem Devil. That puts it kind of at risk. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't care. I just want to get my Mayhem Devil out nice and easy. Breezy cover girl. And Symmetry Sage, we can take care of this thing with a Fatal Push in due time. So, yeah, I think it'll be okay. So the one true Morty has been taking a long time here. So now they're just going to go ahead and consider. Okay, no big deal. No big deal here. They already missed one of their turns. So, oh, this thing never likes to stay in my ear here. So they go ahead and put down the Spike Field Cave. Let's go ahead and just have some fun here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to maybe make a food here. I guess we just go for Fatal Push. I don't want them to like do anything funny, any counters or anything. So I think we just Fatal Push right now. Very unsexy and boring of a move, but we're going to go for this, call out black, and technically we did go first, so I guess we'll get rid of the Thoughtseize. I don't think I really want it that much here. Yeah, they've got a full hand, but I can tell they are playing some sort of fasty, tempo-y type of deck, so I don't think that Thoughtseize is very effective versus those kind of things. Static Discharge. That's going to kill our Mayhem Devil, but we do have another one, so it's okay. And I am actually not going to do the Mayhem Devil. I'm going to go ahead and get the Black Market Connections up and online, and this card is going to be able to just... If you're ahead in the count in the game, whatever you want to call it, this thing gives you unlimited value here. So the Lava Runner, okay, no big deal. Well, that's okay. Now we're looking at something here. The Gilded Goose, do we chump block now? Let's go ahead and say no. Let's go ahead and say no. Down to 11 we go, and here's going to be where the black market shines, baby. We lose life though, so this is kind of rough that they double Lava Runnered us. Not ideal. I guess we do this and this. I don't really want the body that much. Nah, I kind of do. We're going to do this one time. Just pay all the life, go down to 5. We've got ways to gain life in this deck, which is the reason why I'm not that concerned. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go for Mayhem Devil. And then by using Deadly Dispute, we have to use the treasure anyway. So I think we're just going to kill one of these Lava Runners. So let's go for Deadly Dispute. And we're going to sacrifice the Gilded Goose. This way we kill one of these Lava Runners here. Bang, bang. And then we're going to have, with the treasure left open from the Deadly Dispute, we're just going to be able to Fatal Push this thing. Should we just do it now? Yeah, I think we do it now. And we're going to go ahead and just hit the face here. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. So we're going to go ahead and punish them, because nobody likes a roper, and ropers make losers. So go ahead and consider maybe playing from the start the next time there. The one true Morty. Down to 1. I mean, we do have 5 life, which is kind of sucky, but I don't think that they can do lethal next turn. Plus, we've got a Goose and a Cauldron Familiar. Given that, that's why I took this line. I do understand it is a little risky, given that they are a little burny, but they've dropped this Delver of Secrets, and this Delver of Secrets is just not going to be enough here. So, I don't think I want to do 1. We do have to choose 1, which is interesting. So, you always have to keep that in mind. So... how do we make their life as miserable as possible? I think we can just go for everything here, except for the Cursed King. So let's go ahead and go for our Trail of Crumbs here. Let's go for our Cauldron Familiar. And they're not going to like to see that. They're not going to like to see that at all. I'm going to go ahead and bust this treasure token open. Let's just get rid of this Delver. That's a cute little Delver here, but it's gone. It's gone. Say goodbye to it. Alrighty here. Let's go ahead and swing in with this. Now we pass the turn. Obviously, our Cauldron Familiar can't block, but we still have 2 blockers here, so I think I felt kind of comfortable doing that. Maybe it was a mistake here. I don't know. We'll see. Dreadhorde or Arcanist. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, are they gonna... they do have to attack with this, though. So, let's go ahead and just make a little treasure token here. We do have another Black Market Connections, which may not be the best thing, and in fact, I don't think it is. What can they do with this Dreadhorde? This is really inconvenient because of the 3 toughness. But, I mean, what can they really get? They can't even use the Static Discharge. I guess they can just go for Consider. Is that really the end of the world? Not particularly. Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And then we can do our Gilded Goose and or Cauldron Familiar shenanigans depending on what they do here. But I don't think they really want to give up the Dreadhorde Arcanist. And again, we've got 2 food tokens, and Familiar can come back. So maybe, I mean, I am getting a little lax, but I still think we're going to be okay. And the one true Morty is probably going to do one true Morty things and start roping again. But, we'll see. Oh, no, okay, never mind. So they're going to go ahead and block the Cauldron Familiar. That's okay. The damage will still go through. This Lava Runner is going to, yeah, I think this is okay. Down to 7. And now we can just go for the Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, let's go ahead and sacrifice the food here. Let's go ahead and get rid of maybe this Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yeah, I guess go ahead and do this. Do we want to auto-pay for the crumbs? Kind of. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We get another Trail of Crumbs. Let's go ahead and take it. I like food. I like food a lot. Both in real life and on this game. I didn't think we can't really go for lethal, I don't believe, right? No, not 6. There's no way. So Trail of Crumbs here. Then, I think we just eat one of the foods. Right? Yeah, I think we have to just do this now. So let's eat one of the foods here. We sacrifice a bunch of stuff. Let's kill you. And how many more... Oh, I think... Yeah. We do this. Grab a Forsaken Crossroads, sure. So only 2 went through, so I couldn't have killed this Dreadhorde Arcanist anyway. Yeah, right? Okay. Let's do this, get rid of you, and I think we're setting up just nicely. Given that they did rope us, it does feel good to get a win here. I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to do 8 life, even with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. I don't see how they get that done. They can go for Consider. Yeah, Consider. Play with Fire on the Mayhem Devil, and they are probably just funnily conceding, I guess. I guess they want to use Play with Fire. But why are they using it on the Mayhem Devil? I guess that makes sense. I mean, they do take a... Okay, I mean, that makes sense. What do we want to do? Create a treasure token, lose a life. Draw a card, lose 2 life. I mean, again, having to pick one does make it a little bit concerning. But we'll go ahead and just do the cheapest thing here. Let's go ahead and swing with the Familiar. Down to 3 they go. And the A-Cauldron Familiar cannot attack anyway, so we might or block rather. So let's go ahead and do this just right now. A Thoughtseize. I don't really want to use the Thoughtseize. What do we do here? Let's go ahead and drop the Korvold. This at least gives them a body. There's no way they're going to be able to block 2. I was debating whether I wanted to use the Gilded Goose. Let's go ahead and drop you. I'm not going to Thoughtseize. I just don't think that that's a fair trade-off. Being at 6 life, I would just rather not. So they're just going to consider... Was it worth it to maybe do it for 2 life? Oh, man. Being not super familiar with Historic maybe bites me in the butt. I'm not really sure what they're running here. I know there's definitely a lot of cards that can just hit your face. More so in Historic too. So we'll see. They're going to swing in here and they're going to consider. I'm obviously just going to go ahead and use Korvold here. I mean, we could use the Gilded Goose. I don't know. I mean, if they find a way to burn the Korvold, I guess that gives rid of our win condition for the next turn. So I think we just use the Gilded Goose then. Spikefield Hazard and they just give it up. Well, good game. Don't rope next time.